Alright, so here we are for the first official podcast of EoN, or East of Nowhere. And I'm going to go ahead and start with introducing the people I'm at the table with. Sitting here on my right is my partner, the guy who's been doing all the artwork for everything that we'll probably be seeing eventually when we get the site up. That's going to take a while. Maybe. Someday. So this is Chuck. Chuck, say hi.
Hello.
There are people out there, hypothetically. Alright, then sitting across from him is the great ranter. The whole reason we brought this guy on is because he's really angry all the time, and he can do a great rant. Occasionally, that's Soto. Soto, say hi.
How's it going?
There you go. That's Soto, hypothetical viewers. And last but not least is our, right here, our ethnic guy filling out our table.
Fresh across the border.
Yeah, that's right. We're following laws. We do hire ethnic people. We are not racists. This is Morrow.
How's it going?
Yeah. He doesn't sound ethnic. It's okay. He was raised here.
No accent.
You can't tell by his voice, but just go by our saying, we did not hire all white people. So the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to go over FPS games, first-person shooters. For those who aren't aware, if you're listening to our show and you don't know what FPS is, why are you listening to our show?
Turn it off right now.
Yeah, go away. I don't know. I mean, this is a big genre. I mean, it's kind of taken over gaming, like a big time. I mean, if we look at this year's stats alone, so far this year we've had 10 FPSs released already and 14 more coming out. That makes 24 of a single genre. And how many of those are we currently playing? How about the ones from last year? We got Halo, and we got Call of Duty. It's pretty much all I'm playing first-person shooter-wise.
You don't even play Call of Duty anymore.
That's true. I've been working on this. But, this year's E3 has shown us some new games coming out, mainly Modern Warfare 3, Halo 4, and hey, they're remaking Halo, the original, again. I see Soto.
Battlefield.
Oh, yeah, Battlefield. I love Battlefield. It's a great game from 2-3 years ago. Not really. They kind of showed us.
Strike that. Carry on.
I think they might have, but not at any of the press conferences. So we're going to start talking about a game that a lot of video game fans have heard of in the wake and out there since 1997. Duke Nukem Forever is finally getting a release date.
I don't believe it. I will not believe it until I see that on the show.
No, they were at E3. They opened it. The disc was right there. It wasn't an IOU. It was actually the disc.
Nice.
Yeah, but have they actually manufactured more than one of those? That's what I'm wondering. I don't believe it.
I don't know. Apparently, it's slated for a June 14th release, 2 days from right now, man.
But what is it? Europe already has it right now.
Apparently, yeah.
Or
Yeah, but
Japan.
Europe doesn't exist either, so it's
No, Japan doesn't have anything.
Oh, true. I forgot.
No one cares about Japan.
The Japan gaming
admits their
market.
We're
own
alienating
market is
listeners, I
humiliating.
think.
Sorry, Japanese fanboys.
I apologize.
No, Europe's actually doing a good job at game developing. Mainly, those are the guys creating a lot of the really good IPs. I mean,
Yeah,
they have
true.
Assassin's Creed. That's
Pretty sweet.
French,
Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Fuck it. They want to be
Canadian,
European. We can let them.
Alright, that counts.
they resemble each other. It's fine.
Pretty much everything BioWare is virtually European, I think.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah. So Duke Nukem Forever. Holy crap! It's finally coming. This thing was announced on April 28th of 1997. That's 14 years ago, guys.
Yeah, I'm really not that excited. To be entirely honest.
I'm absolutely stoked.
Really?
No, you can't. I've had this argument with a few of my friends where they're talking about, but it's not gonna be good because it's being so overhyped that you're gonna play it and be like, but there's nothing really that revolutionary or amazing. Like
It's
that's
not gonna live up to the
not
hype.
What
Like
the
Gran
hype is the
Turismo.
fact that it's being released.
Yeah.
You're confusing what the hype
existence is the hype.
The hype isn't the fact that the game's going to have some sort of revolutionary first-person shooter that's going to immerse you and change your whole perspective on life. The hype is the fact that it's actually going to be there.
My theory is, I know not a lot of you are rock fans, but it's going to be Chinese democracy all over again. That's a Guns N' Roses project that took forever, about 10 years, roughly.
And then it was finally released. And
Because-
everyone went, meh.
Yeah, no one really gave a shit at that point because Axl Rose, you're a dick. And kind of, I mean, it's always the same story as Duke Nukem with that thing. I mean, Axl Rose went out, hired a band, fired the band, hired a band, fired a band, hired a band, fired a band, and do the same things. I mean, if you look over their entire course, 1997, they started out with the Quake 2 3D engine, which was the big engine at the time. Then in 1998, they switch over to Epic's Unreal Engine. And then in 1999, they switch over to the new Unreal Engine that get released that year. And then they slated for a 2000 release at that point. That didn't happen. Pushed back to 2001. Oh, that didn't happen. And so again, in 2001, they finally give us a little bit of a gameplay trailer at this point using the Unreal Engine.
Good God, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years
Holy
ago.
Crap.
The first gameplay, 2.5 minutes of actual gameplay footage shown at E3 back in 2001. And it's coming out in 2000.
How did they keep getting invited back to E3?
I don't know at that point.
Cock teasers.
Sons of bitches. This is Take Two. This is I actually didn't know they were part of 3D Realms Games, the guy that created Doom. I didn't even know they had their own game developing thing, because all they created is one series, Doom. Have they created anything else as far as you guys know? 3D Realms? They've done anything
I'm
else?
sure they have. I've played so many games. There's so many companies out there. God knows I can get them all straight in my head.
Yeah, so shortly after that 2.5 minute thing gets out and they're saying, hi, it's going to come out in 2002, it's going to happen. They switch the engine again. This time they're going to do their own engine. We're going to create our own engine from the ground up. We're not going to use Unreal. We're not going to use Quake, because Quake at that point was already fucking dead. I know Quake 4 came out a couple years later, but that game sucked.
Did anybody really care?
No, I think Quake is done. But Quake is over. If anybody's wondering, Quake is dead. Any fanboys out there, any of you guys... If any of you guys are PC owners and still fucking with Quake, get over it, move on. Because I know there's still fucking mods out there.
Awesome.
It's a perfectly legitimate title. That's all there is.
Okay.
Alright, so 2002, so they started their own engine, and they say it's now going to be released in 2004. 2004, they want to use a new physics engine, so they push back the date again and redo all the physics.
Sometimes, like, one guy in the office, like, I could totally make an engine for this. Yeah. Let's just do that, guys. Just a delay would be so much better. I can do this in, like, a year into
No one's
I can't do this.
No one's paying attention anymore. I mean, we got that one guy with the Babbage's receipt from 1997 from when he pre-ordered it back then.
Oh, is that still valid?
Yes,
I haven't really followed that.
I don't know. Is Babbage still around? Did they get bought out? Are they gone completely?
You're up in your attic searching through all your old boxes, trying to find that freaking stuff.
It has a pee stain on it from your cat. Is this still valid? Can I go get this at a GameStop?
I'm surprised it's even readable, because like my fucking receipts from the grocery store a week ago are no longer, they're blank now.
That apparently was
sitting in my wall.
Yeah, the guy's apparently still got pictures of it. He's really organized, I guess. Keeps all of his stuff in little boxes. This is the only possible way that receipts have been used. But Babbage's, seriously, does any of you guys remember Babbage's at all? Yeah, I remember a little bit back when I was young. There was a store called Babbage's that I used to go hang out with in 1997 when I was in like fucking middle school. Yeah, then they went away because GameStop came over and Walmarted everything.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty much what GameStop is. It's the Walmart of the entire game and selling industry. All right, so that's 2004, the new physics engine.
Are we really going to go over the entire history of this game?
I think it's important. Okay. I think it is. I mean, it's coming out here in 2 days. And I think people deserve to know why the fuck it took 14 years. The answer is there wasn't really an answer. These guys were idiots.
I think you could definitely say there were bad choices made along the way. If there's anything you could say, like...
Bad choices were made.
So here we go, 2008. This is 4 years now. We haven't heard anything. No new release date, nothing. 2008, a guy from Jace Hall, I guess he's part of IGN, has his own thing to game developing on some games. Probably should have researched that bit, because whatever. Jace Hall show, he goes on and he gets shown some new footage of the game's progress, and they're saying, no, it's still in development, we're still doing it. 2009, Take-Two gets shut down. Game gets canceled.
What do the workers on this project do? Have they really been doing this for the past 14
How do they get paid? That's what I want to know.
Right? Is it in their free time?
They work for 20 years and don't produce any actual product. How are they getting paid?
But apparently, according to one of the interviews done with a guy after Take-Two was shut down, he says, honestly, it was a lot of WoW. Yeah, I guess WoW came out during some time of the development spree, and they got a little addicted to that. Maybe they're doing research.
Is that really what happened? Can we blame WoW for this? Can we blame World of Warcraft for the 14-year development process?
We can blame World of Warcraft for everything that takes forever.
This is true. I mean, we could blame World of Warcraft for, every Blizzard project ever nowadays.
God.
Diablo 3 is still coming out, right? Isn't it?
I don't even.
But then again, we're talking about a 14-year development.
Are they still working?
Forever,
Are they still working on StarCraft Ghost, or has that been?
No, that's been officially
so
canceled.
cool when I first saw it too. I was like, oh, I can't wait for this.
StarCraft shooter.
Any new news? No.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, Mar doesn't have much to say here. Should we move on to Forza for you, buddy?
Well, I'll just wait for you guys.
Should we go to FIFA?
Sure.
FIFA?